Number 1 radio station.
They play the best music.
Number 1. The best music. For your listening pleasure.
You are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Well, let me say a very special good evening to everyone tuning in to Inside the Zone this evening. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. What is your name? Where are you? Where are you? And I'd like to say hi to all those who are tuned in this evening to the show called Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Welcome to you. Where are you? Where are you from? I'm here in the Northeast, and I'm sure you're somewhere in the world, aren't you? It is Thursday. Welcome to Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. And I'm connecting with you this evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here inside the zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, the community platform where information is guaranteed. Host and producer and presenter and busy and multitasking and doing what I love to do here on Linkage Radio 104.5 and 101.7 FM, and of course, Spice International Gospel Network, Sign FM 88.9, and Touch FM Radio 90.1. I hope you had a good day today. I hope you worked hard. I hope you're looking forward to your weekend. I hope that your family is well. I hope that nobody has contracted the coronavirus in this COVID-19 pandemic. I hope that you're not taking on your own stance, that you're not going to be wearing any mask and nobody can tell you what to do. Because as we realize, that is not serving us very well. And so a lot of people are getting sick, and they also believe there's a new strain of the virus. So, we have to be very careful, and it will be around for some time. So if you think it's going to go away with a wave of a wand, I don't think so. I'd like to welcome you, everybody, to the show, and my name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. I invite you to log on to, my Facebook page, Lady D Denise Gomez Inside the Zone, as well as Instagram, Lady D Denise Gomez, hashtag host Lady D, hashtag ITC Radio, hashtag ITZ Community Life. You may send me an email. So I'm now having to promote the email so that persons who would like to ask a question, give me some pointers as to what you would like to hear, because we do have on a Monday, which we started last Monday, we do have what we call Community Life, and in Community Life you get the chance to hear us discuss all the social issues that are affecting you wherever you are in your community. So I'd like to say, log on and catch me live right now on Inside the Zone That's on YouTube, Inside the Zone live stream, and I'm there, and I'm not gone any place, and you will see me, see me, see me. It is Thursday, August 27. I do have an aunt who is celebrating her birthday, Old May, celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Old May. And I know she has been having a good day. So I welcome you, and you, wherever you are. Welcome to the program. 104.5, 101.7, 88.9, 90.1. And what do I have in store for you this afternoon? Coming up in a few minutes, we have Inspirational Zone. Road is rough, Sandra Brooks says. You know that one. A lot of you love that. The going gets tough. And for many people, it is tough right now. No whats, ifs, buts. It is tough for a lot of people, but we are pressing on, aren't we? Want to say also we have our new zone, a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. As a matter of fact, it will be live this evening because they are premiering something going on there right now. Also, my news pick of the week. Have you seen the latest in the news? You can only just shake your head with this 17-year-old who is now arrested. You know, after trampoosing with his shotgun. What a thing, in Kenosha, due to the unrest. So I'm going to be bringing that up in my news pick for the week. And also I do have my segment, of course, which is my Thursday tidbits. I have some tidbits for you, and music, a lot of music this evening to entertain as well as information to inform you. It's 6:24 p.m. Are you ready to let's get our praise on? Because if we don't get our praise on, then you're going to take me to task. And I don't wish to be taken to task. I just want to do what I have to do. And so you don't beat me up. Is that all right? So yes, let's get on with it. Hi to everyone tuning in. Yam Lady. Oh, Yam Lady, Yam Lady, Yam Lady. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but whatever it is, I'm going to have to do it fast. So I want to bless you, Yam Lady. And also Pat and Gloria. Haven't heard from Eddie. Every now and again, he just hibernates, you know. And you are entitled, but I'd like to say I'd love to hear you, Eddie, and hope that you're well. The telephone number to call me here in the Linkage radio station is 914-600-4228. That's 914-600-4228. Let's get our praise on. A road is rough, says Sandra Brooks.
Forget about their soul. Yeah.
That is the voice of Sandra Brooks for you. Ha ha. All right, I got you. That's the voice of Sandra Brooks. Road is rough, and I know it is rough for a lot of people. So that is why I decided to air that song this evening, because you have to be encouraged to go on no matter what. You feel like you just can't bother. Just can't, but you have to try and press. Keep pressing. I'm here to encourage you. All of us have something or several or many things going on, but don't give up. 6:31, welcome to the show, Center Stage today. I'm not conducting any interviews today. As you know, I just returned last Monday, and so I am just pretty much cruising until next week when I get back in full swing. I'd like to welcome the caller online. Good evening.
Good evening, Lady D. How are you doing at this time?
At this psychological moment, my heart is beating because you're calling me.
That's good.
What's up, Ed? Nice to hear you. Is what happened? I've
No, nothing happened. I just like to be mute sometime.
Okay.
I listen. I keep listening, and I'm okay.
You're okay.
I am good to go.
All right. I'm
Very good to go.
I am glad, because I said, hold on a little bit. What's this?
Yeah.
What's this story with him? I don't hear him. But
I listen to you.
all right, that's fine. I thank you. I've known you for a very long time, so many of you, I know your personalities by now. I can pretty much assume what's going on. So blessings to you, Ed.
Same to you, Lady D.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, that's Eddie. That's Eddie hailing me up because I had to send out what we call a holo. Anybody know holo? Yeah, had to send out a holo, so he responded. Want to say hi to Vernon and to Gloria and Pat, some of the oldies. Arlene, every now and again, she sends me a WhatsApp text and messages and so on. But, I have been at this station since 2006. I came here 2006. I did a few months. Then I went on to do something else. Then I came back and I started my show in 2008. And I've been here ever since. And I have seen, it's like a revolving door. I have been here. I have seen the changes. I've seen people come. I've seen people go. I've seen us at our very highest peak. I've seen us midway. I've seen us below. I've seen us bounce back. And, I am still here because this platform allows me to communicate what I aim to do, to inform you and educate you and entertain you and so on. And that's my passion, that's my niche. There are people who, it's not really something they like, but it's something they do. And so there's a big difference, in being passionate and being consistent. And you'll hear me someplace else one of these days and you'll actually say, I know her, she was on Linkage. But truth be told, I've seen the changes, and it's growth, right? Growth stems from a lot of things, and when people shift and so on, they want to do something, they want to go places, they want to do things, and you bless them because it's out there for all of us. We talk about the Big Apple and the pie and whatnot. That's what I'm talking about. So I'd like to say hi to you. I'm here with you. And if at any time I'm not here, then, that's that. But for now, I'm here, and I am giving you my best program that I can possibly produce just for you. What time is it? 6:34 p.m. I am on time, and I am on target, and I'd like to welcome you to the segment that I call... Okay. I'm so sorry for that distraction. I want to say hello to you. Welcome. Let me give you a time signal. It is now 6:35 p.m. Our time signal is brought to you courtesy of, who is it? Corey's Eats, 3762 Boston Road in the Bronx. And Corey has waffles, and he has chicken, and he has shrimp, and he has, what's the other flavor he has? Cinnamon, Belgium, blueberry, Oreo, red velvet. I wonder if anybody listening to me. Now, I'm very serious. I'm going to beat you up this evening because my sponsors, the purpose of me airing their ads is because I want you to go and support them. And when I go into the store, please don't think I go free. I purchase from them because I have to support them while they're supporting me. And so I would like you to support Corey's Eats. They're on Boston Road, and not because you live in Mount Vernon. A lot of you commute into the Bronx. And Pet, leave me alone. I love you, Pet. Leave me be. And so, I'd like you to support Corey's Eats. They are at 3762 Boston Road. You can't miss them. They're quite central, right by Boston Road and Baychester Avenue. Go support them and say you heard it here on the show, Inside the Zone, with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Are you ready for your news zone? Delayed broadcast of the news this evening, courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service.
Stable and predictable within the target range of 4 to 6%. The Jamaica Customs Agency, JCA, is now requiring importers to submit all applications for refunds online as part of efforts to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. Applicants were previously required to manually submit a letter to the Collector of Customs detailing the circumstances for requesting the refund. That can now be done at jacustoms.gov.jm. The JCA is also reminding importers that all applications must be made within 2 years after the overpayment is made, as stipulated in Section 50 of the Customs Act. The Customs Agency says it will continue to implement customer-focused measures in order to ensure continuous improvement in its service delivery. And finally, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, is declaring 98% readiness for the upcoming general election on September 3. The update came after the Commission met on Wednesday to assess the matter and includes the ECJ's readiness for special service general election on Monday, August 31. It also follows meetings with the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Attorney General's office. Coming out of those discussions, the ECJ says it is confident of managing the upcoming general election, guided by established COVID-19 protocols derived from the World Health Organization, WHO. To ensure the safety of the electorate, the Commission has established a COVID-19 protocol for conducting national election. Among other things, it involves the deployment of 7,400 sanitation officers who will be dedicated to keeping the voting process sanitized across the 2,200 polling station locations. The established protocol also includes the use of mandatory thermometer checks, wearing of masks, continuous sanitization procedures, social distancing, and the single use of voting pencils by electors. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Practice good hygiene by washing your hands frequently using soap and water. Here's how you should do it while conserving water. Turn on the tap to wet your hands, then turn off the pipe. Lather your hands and the tap with soap. Turn on the tap and wash your hands, back, front, and in between fingers. Use some of the water to wash off the tap, then turn it off. Dry your hands with disposable hand towels. If you don't have running water, use a hand rub containing 62% or more alcohol. If hand sanitizers are not available, rubbing alcohol, Dettol, white rum, or household bleach will do the trick. And if all else fails, let hand washing and the handling of potable water be a two-person event. Each person will take turns pouring and washing hands with sitting water. Now is a good time to consider installing a tap on your containers to reduce the risk of water contamination. Faucets can be easily attached to drums, buckets, or 5-gallon water bottles. And to ensure that the outside of the containers are clean when recapping, disinfect it with hand rub containing alcohol that's 62% or more.
To young adults through various core skills training. Let's take a look as the Hope Garment Construction Corps engages the unattached youth of Jamaica in a meaningful way.
I was yearning for success so much that it brought me to the wrong road. I was actually incarcerated because of my actions. And that is where I got into sewing, because I had to do something to make up for the time and to keep myself active. So this program, I heard about it as soon as I was released in May 13. So it was my ray of hope. This is my change. This is my way forward. So I come with all zeal and tenacity to go forward.
Cressy Ray is just one of the thousands of Jamaican young people whose lives are being transformed because of their engagement in the Prime Minister's Housing Opportunity, Production and Employment Hope program.
The HOPE program is about engaging with the youth of Jamaica in a meaningful way. To give them, so it is mainly a training and apprenticeship program, if I can summarize that in a nutshell. It involves engaging young persons through, firstly, values and attitudes, or what I call core skills training. Then it gets into a skills training, a very basic skills training, and then get them to serve as an apprentice for up to 1 year, honing the skills that they would have learned.
And that is exactly the course taken by the Hope Garment Construction Corps at the Heart Trust NTA Garmix Academy.
The first phase was 2 weeks of what is called core skills training. Basically life skills training, different areas where they were taught life coping skills, punctuality, how to dress for work, how to manage their emotions, things like that.
I deserve the best things that life has to offer.
Absolutely. I deserve the best things that life has to offer. Isn't that encouraging? Did you hear a young man just say that he was incarcerated and he had just come out of prison, in July? What a handsome boy, young, handsome boy, and for whatever reason, he was incarcerated and now he's out. When was it? On Tuesday evening, I watched the debate in Jamaica. Now I'm fluctuating between what's going on here in the U.S. and what's going on in Jamaica. Can't help myself, because I have to keep myself informed on both spectrums of the globe here. But the JLP and the PNP are really, really pulling out all the stops that they can. And this evening at 10:30 New York time, 9:30 Jamaica time, will be the debate with Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Mr. Peter Phillips. And I would like to see that, because the talk in Jamaica right now is that the PNP, all they have is just intellectual gab, while the JLP, they're more proactive, they get the work done. Many of us here in this country, we hold an allegiance to either party, and we're looking forward to see what's going to happen on September 3rd when they're having their general elections. It's a general election this year in terms of the campaigning and so on, with a difference. They can't go out and revel and drive and wave nothing in vehicle and stand up and push out their body and all them stuff. There are a lot of restrictions. So if they're driving through their constituencies, they have to keep themselves fixed pretty much in their vehicles and so on, and they can't try to engage in a body, nothing. It just simply have to drive through. So that is what's going on in Jamaica, just in case you're not on the up and up with what's going on. So this evening, 10:30 or time 9:30 Jamaica time, they're going to have their debate. So I'm going to be tuning in and seeing what's going on. But Lord, people, not easy. We are seeing a new, what is the word I'm looking for? There's just a new way. I'll use a simple word. There's just a new way in how things are done in recent times, and for the better, because I appreciated the fact that there is not a long run between when they had the nomination last week, Tuesday, and leading up to September 3rd. So that prevents, in addition to the state of emergency that's in place, so that will cut down a lot of what could happen, as we know how our people can get intense and just create a whole lot of havoc and problems in Jamaica. So just want to say hi to everyone tuning in this evening. And right now I am taking you to some music, because we've been having a lot of talk going on, but I'd like to take you to some music right now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's Center Stage today. I'll not be having any interviews with anyone, but certainly I do have music and information for you. And of course, my news pick this week, I do have some news concerning dogs are still biting up people in Jamaica. And more so, this headline also just opened up a can of worms and just foolishness, in my estimation. Also, I do have, you heard that Usain contracted the COVID, right? Yeah, the corona rather. Yeah. And so we wonder, well, how that go? Who said what? When was the event held? All kind of little hocus pocus going on, as well as, the 17-year-old who is now arrested after killing 2 during the unrest in Kenosha. So I'll just be pitching those this evening. It's not my keeping you in the know segment, but on a Thursday, I like to air my news pick for the week because I thought these stood out pretty well. So hi everybody, 104.5, 101.7, it's Linkage Radio. Of course, there is 90.1 Touch FM. Hey Tony and everyone over there in the Bronx, you Bronx people, you can give me a call, 914-600-4228. Want to say hi to Mommy. Hey Mommy, I saw Mommy pop up on my WhatsApp and she said she missed me. So, I'm just saying I miss you too. Long to see you. It's been a while. Also want to say hello to the Mount Vernon crew over here who are tuned in. And as Eddie says, he's listening and he keeps abreast of everything that's going on. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez and I'm your host until 8 o'clock this evening. Are you ready? Let me take you to my music zone. Some music mix up here and there for you. After which I'll get into my news pick and keep the show going.
You see the signs, and you move like you're blind. Oh, create something in your mind to tell yourself it's alright. Brother, you kill her vibe, she's crying out her eyes, she's in turmoil. My brother, read between the lines. Time to let her go. See, she's showing you the signs. She not happy no more. I tell you, separate between the lines. If she not love you no more, don't you ever think to take her life. If she wants to go, then let her go. Last time I checked the ratio at 10 to 1. One leap a woman know them be at 10 to 1. If she says she done, you need to understand. Me know you love her, but you have to love yourself too. Can't believe how me hearing. Where's the love for one another? Where's the caring? Me know say love for the woman, them all they daring. But for your life, brother, you control the steering. Now you have to read between the lines. Time to let her go. See she's showing you the signs. She not happy no more. I tell you, separate between the lines. If she not love you no more, don't you ever think to take her life. If she wants to go, then let her go. Every night me watch the news is the next thing. No me not fi watch it cause it don't go vexing. Hear him take her life cause him catch her texting. Like the man them now no want in a them chest king. Hurt me heart when see the families falling. When them catch the waist man them talking. But how much them invest in all the women. And them never read between the lines. Time to let her go. See she's showing you the signs. She not happy no more. I tell you, separate between the lines. If she not love you no more, don't you ever think to take her life. she's showing you the signs. She not happy no more. I tell yourself to read between the lines. If she not love you no more, don't you ever think to take her life. If she wants to go, then let her go.
Shaking at my feet, feel a weight upon my shoulder. You're my rescue, you're my remedy. Everything about you frees me. I relax and take it easy, 'cause you give me hope, hope. You're like the morning sun, and I'm not alone. You give me hope, hope. You're like the sun rays. No, I'm not afraid, 'cause you give me hope when I walk on sinking sand. Feeling lonely in a crowd, when everything's pulling me in every direction. You're my anchor, you're my solid ground. All I'm searching for I find. Your medicine for my mind. You give me hope, hope. You're like the morning sun, and I'm not alone. You give me hope, hope. You're like the sun rays. No, I'm not afraid, 'cause you give me hope. Such a blessing. Oh, you're everything. Oh, to you I sing. Oh, na na na. You are my king. Oh, this love we're in. Oh, is a real, real thing. Oh, na na na. Everything about you heals me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I relax and take it easy, 'cause you give me hope. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you give me hope. Like the morning sun, like the sun. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. You give me hope, hope. You're like the sun rays, and I'm not afraid, 'cause you give me hope. You give me hope. Yeah, yeah. Like the morning sun, and I'm not alone. You give me hope. Give me hope. Your love, like the sun rays. I'm not afraid, 'cause you give me hope. You give me, yeah. You give me hope. Like the morning sun, like a sun ray. You give me, yeah. You give me hope.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the voice of Elaine, and you heard Christopher Martin. Christopher is doing very well, you know, I have to big him up. Reminding you, the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nereid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Alrighty, that's Cooler Runnings for you. Want to say hi to Soji and Keisha. And all those of you who have been supporting them over the years, we thank you. It's not easy to run a business, whether it is a restaurant business or you're operating out of your home, whether you are a seamstress or, you know, a tailor, somebody, you make juices, something. It's not easy business, it's dedicated. Sometimes you're working with people, right? And you say, boy, I don't want to work, I'm tired of them people here. And you say, let you go into business on your own. And then at that point, a reality check hits you that, man, this really is not an easy thing to do, but you have to be dedicated. If you decide that's what you're going to do, then you have to stick with it. Well, I want to say good evening to everyone. 3 minutes to 7 o'clock, and I know that you are home by now, 3 minutes to 7, or you're on your way home, or perhaps you stopped by the barber, or you want to get an eyelash fixed. I don't know. I'm just being mischievous. I don't you know, I've never tried to wear an eyelash. I never ever try one of them stuff. It looks nice on some people. I like when they're just very, you know, the very thin lined ones, not the heavy looking ones. But it suits some people. I've never gone that route. But I don't know what you stopped to do, so I'm here giving trouble. So I want to say good evening to all those of you who are out and you're perhaps looking forward to your weekend. You're saying tomorrow is Friday. I can't wait for Friday come. And then Friday come and you say, man, can't wait for tomorrow, which is Saturday. And if you are, you know, an essential worker and you have found yourself in the predicament where you're constantly in demand, then, you know, remember to take your B12, your energy. You need energy and your vitamin D and your vitamin C, and to make sure that you are doing okay. All right, so I'm here in your corner. I wonder how parents are doing now who are in a huff puff as to what is going to happen with school, you know, because I understand as well that, you know, there will be some kind of a, you know, call it shift system. Some children might not go to school for 5 days a week. Some might go only 3 days a week. And at other times, you'll have to have them working from home, online. This is just the new thing. And until we accept it, we will always be grappling about it. That's all you're going to do. Just talk and talk, and it's not, unless this virus is gone, we will just have to make the adjustments where necessary. And by the way, from my observation, there are people who are just walking up and down our streets and no mask. And even if they have it on, it's under their chin. How you wear a mask under your chin? I know it can get hot. And, you know, like for women who are in menopausal phase and so on, it's not easy for them to keep the mask on for very long. But, you know, try your best to wear your mask. The other person might not want to wear it and they don't really care, but you have to care, especially when you have your family, you're going home to your family, and, you know, it's just one of those real eye-opening situation that has presented itself to us. And what do? You have to just adapt to the change. If you don't adapt, then you might get infected. You never know. You might be rubbing shoulders with somebody out there who said, oh, I don't wear no mask today. And before you know it, you go home with some issues. See what happened to you, Sam? Go home with issues. So we'll be talking about that 7 o'clock. I rambled until 7 o'clock. And so I'd like to welcome you to the show if you're just joining me. Time Signal, again, brought to you by Corey's Eats, 3762 Boston Road. Corey's Eats is the place to be. Long lines stretching around the corner by Kentucky. I'm telling you, Corey is just doing so good with the waffles, and people are enjoying it. And if you're in Mount Vernon and you haven't, you know, gone over to Corey's Eats, Baychester and Boston Road, 3762, you need to go try it. Go in and say, I need a waffle. I heard Lady D talking about the waffle. Sell me a blueberry waffle. And you'll get your blueberry waffle to go. You'll even get your Belgium waffle. 2 nice, big, fat, juicy pieces of chicken, a leg, and this look like a breast. I'm here pushing. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. So call them up. And of course, Uber Eats. They're powered by Uber Eats. They're open Monday to Thursday, 6 a.m. to 11, Friday and Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. And just call them, 347-947-9200, and say, guess what? I heard about your waffle affair. That's how I've coined it. My telephone number to reach me here in the Linkage radio station is 914-600-4228. That's 914-600-4228. Oh, I see Mr. Caribbean vibes. Hey, Chris Wilby, what's up? And if you'd like to listen to the program on your phone, all you have to do is dial 641-552-8206. In addition, you can log on to YouTube and do the search for Inside the Zone live stream. Inside the Zone live stream, and you'll catch me there ready and waiting to talk to you. 914-600-4228. Hashtag host Lady D. Hashtag ITZ Radio. Hashtag ITZ Community Live. For those of you who are not aware, we kicked off on Monday our Community Live, and we had a good discussion. What was the topic again? Should married women have their own bank account? Well, that was it. Yes, and not so slow. Yeah, and people gave their viewpoints. And check us out on Monday, because we'll be coming back with another hot topic for you to talk about with us. Because, of course, the show is for you. It's not for us. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. Good evening. Hey, Gary, you got in. It's nice to see you, Gary. And right now... Yeah, Chris said, man, that was a topic. It was a topic indeed. So now I'd like to share 3 quick news items. These are my pick for the week. So welcome to my pick for the week. And the first one is what everybody's talking about, and you're also seeing it on your television sets. Here's a young man. You know, it's almost like, you know, he has, and this, I was going to use something, but I'm not going to use that. It's like he has, you know, say a candy in his hand, or a soda pop, or ice cream, something, just posing up with his rifle. And out of all of this nonsense and, you know, how a child is raised has a whole lot to do as we are seeing what is happening, the rivalry, the factions between black, white, Hispanic, Asian. All these racial issues are now just unfolding, because the more people are triggered by something, it's the more they feel they need to take the law in their own hands, right? Claiming they're protecting just in case anything happens. Real nonsense. So I'd just like to read the headline very briefly, and you may call me and, you know, have a quick discussion with me about it. I have 3 headlines, so I'll just go through them very quickly for you. Again, our telephone number is 914-600-4228. Good evening to Touch FM Radio 90.1, Sign FM 88.9, and my dearest Linkage Radio audience, 104.5, 101.7. All right. This is coming out of Kenosha in Wisconsin. A white 17-year-old police admirer, not a police officer, admirer, was arrested Wednesday after 2 people were shot to death during a 3rd straight night of protests in Kenosha over the police shooting of a black man, Jacob Blake. By now you know that Jacob won't walk again. It would have to be God's healing hand. I'm sorry, I had to interject that right there. It's not a part of the script. Carl Rittenhouse of Antioch, Illinois, about 15 miles from Kenosha, was taken into custody in Illinois on suspicion of first-degree intentional homicide in the attack Tuesday that was largely captured on cell phone video. The shooting left a third person wounded. And, quote, "I just killed somebody," the gunman carrying a semi-automatic rifle could be heard saying at one point. In the wake of the killings, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers authorized the deployment of 500 members of the National Guard to Kenosha, doubling the number of troops in the city of 100,000 midway between Milwaukee and Chicago. The governor's office said he is working with other states to bring in additional National Guard members and law officers. Authorities also announced a 7 p.m. curfew through protesters, though protesters ignored it again Wednesday. Protesters marched past the intersection where 2 people were shot Tuesday night, stopping to gather around the spot where 1 person was shot and to pray and lay flowers. Dejan Span said he decided to join the demonstration because one of those killed the night before was a friend. Evers, a Democrat, issued a statement asking those who wanted to exercise their First Amendment rights to please do so peacefully and safely, and urging others to please stay home and let local first responders, law enforcement, and members of the Wisconsin National Guard do their jobs. A senseless tragedy like this cannot happen again, Evers said. As of early Thursday, the protesters were mostly peaceful in contrast to the violent clashes that marked earlier nights of protests. There were no groups patrolling with long guns as they had on previous nights, and protesters stayed away from a courthouse that had been the site of standoffs with law enforcement. In Washington, the Justice Department said it is sending in more than 200 federal agents from the FBI, U.S. Marshal Service, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. The White House said up to 2,000 National Guard troops would be made available. The dead were identified only as a 26-year-old Silver Lake, Wisconsin resident and a 36-year-old from Kenosha. The wounded person, a 36-year-old from West Allis, Wisconsin, was expected to survive, police said. And it continues. This is most unfortunate, but have you also realized that whenever we have protests, demonstrations for very good causes because of the injustice, that it always triggers one or several people to do just something stupid that causes other people to lose their lives who are also, in the demonstration. Who were you leaving your house, but you're a police admirer? Leaving your house with a long rifle. If you take up a gun going out the door, it simply means there has to be some reason, and you might just use it. That is just so wrong and cause 2 people to get caught up in this nonsense here. I tell you, the more we see it on our television sets, I don't know about you, but for myself, I just say, where are we going? Where are we going? The family will plead for you to walk, peacefully, demonstrate peacefully, and so on. But some people are just so overwhelmed. That is not a part of their vocabulary. They don't know nothing about walking peacefully. That's just sad, sad. Now, on to another matter out of Jamaica. Most of you perhaps saw, if you didn't, I did, right? There was a birthday party that was thrown for Usain Bolt, right? And I saw Christopher Martin, a bunch of them. Nobody had on masks. I was looking. I didn't see any. Everybody reveling and having fun. I gather it was a surprise party, right? And so, we like the use of our phones. And that is why these providers continue to just take it up a notch. So the more features you have, the more problems you will find yourself into. Because we're busy wanting to be the first to just capture something, right? And if everybody can see that I was here at this thing and I posted. And I'm one of those, but certainly I'm not posting nothing that could possibly, I hope and pray, get me into no trouble. But I do it too. But come on now, in this time and season of our lives where we are required to wear masks, social distancing, that was not happening. Big bottle of champagne just bust up and, people are spew and wet up one another. And Usain was enjoying himself, and it is his birthday. Now, my question to you is, I never planned no birthday party. People plan birthday party for me. So I get wind of the party. Would you go? I don't know. I thought about it and said, if they tell me that, they plan party for me that I didn't even think of having one. Would you go to the party? Or would you just say, fine, they spend up all this money, let me go? Because clearly maybe that's what happened. But nevertheless, he, contracted the virus. But what is mysterious about it is the fact that it appears that Usain didn't know that now all of this is based on what's in print, so I am not here making up story, but it appears he didn't know yet that he had it, but it came out before he knew. Now ask me what happened there, I don't know, but it just goes to show you that we all have to be careful because, he has his young baby girl and so on. You don't know what the people you're mingling with and what you're going to carry home. Him and mommy, right? Girlfriend. Everybody having a whale of a time. And so that's the latest with him. Mm-hmm. And I gather they're investigating because it appears, and it is alleged, rather, it seemed whoever made the post realized that they were going to cause a can of worms to pop open. So the post was almost like this was a previous party held. But clearly that wasn't the case. So, lo and behold, that's where we are with that. 914-600-4228 if you'd like to call me. Do you have comments? This is just my Newspick of the Week, Lady D's Newspick of the Week. My third and final here right now. Dog attacks sisters on police station compound. And guess who put out this one? The Star, the Jamaica Star. This is strictly Jamaica, right? Now, 2 women were attacked by dog pound of the Elliston Road Police Station in Kingston on Monday. Benella White said that she and her sister, Denisha Maxwell, went to use the ATM machine when the incident happened. She says, after using the machine, we reached between the machine and where the cars park, and the 6 dogs just run out. Me have to get stitches, she said. 6 dog attack let me read it, 6 dog attack and me have the picture them in my phone, Maxwell said. She tried unsuccessfully to beat away the dogs with her phone. Her sister was also bitten on the hand. They said they were told that their incident was not new. Talking about it, 2 other person may find so far were come for use the machine and the dog attacked them. One show me off right. Okay, all right. One show me her foot right where she get the dog bite, and it not get better yet. About them time here last year, where a dog bite out her heel back and nothing, no help she no get from them, White said. Now, the dogs didn't belong to them, and guess who the dogs don't belong to? She said that some policemen, upon realizing the woman had been bitten, told them the dogs did not belong to them. They have to do something about them. This is a station. You can't have dog Lego. How people fi come upon the compound, a police station, White asked. The Star checked with the station, where it was confirmed that a report of the incident had been made. However, a policeman explained that the dogs are strays and roam onto the compound, and there is no gate to keep them out. It's not that we harbor them, it's just that when boxed food throw out, they eat it, the cop said. In July, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck proposed new legislation that would repeal the dogs, which is liabilities for injuries, by Act of 1877. Under the new bill, dog owners would be held liable for injuries sustained by members of the public. According to the bill, a dog owner is defined as someone who occupies a premises where the dog is kept, or who caused the dog to be in a public space where the injury occurred. Anybody, this is where, you hear somebody would say, anybody hear me dying trial? Now, wouldn't you consider this? Here is my scenario. So you have these stray dogs, and clearly is a set of them that come, 6 of them. And yes, people who buy their food, and I'm sure the police involved, who throw the boxes, and the dogs have been eating up the scraps, and so they know they're gonna have food when they come, right? So they keep coming. But if other people have gotten bitten by these dogs, who have now taken territory, it's a territorial situation we're dealing with here. So when people go to the ATM and the dogs see them, they attack them. Now, you're telling me that here is the Ellison Road Police Station, and they are aware of this, and you want to tell me that they didn't make an appeal to authorities and so on to say, listen, here are some dogs that have been coming by. I am maybe too principled and decent, but here are some dogs that have been coming and they've been causing people harm. Can you come take them away or something? Come lay wait them so when they come, you catch them and you take them away. But they are coming to tell them that, it's not, in other words, it's not our dog. They just come onto these premises and bite people. I don't know. That's just not right. Not right. And naturally, there's no compensation because, these are stray dogs that come. But this is all preventative. This is something that can be prevented. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Lady.
Good evening, my Gloria.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, not too bad. A good day today. Yes, talking about the dogs at the police station. They are aware that the dogs are coming there because they are coming for food and they know they buy food there. So why not, as you said, suggest it to the higher authorities so that the dogs don't think that is their homes at the machine.
Right.
It's unfair because they know people are going to use it. And you get bitten and you don't have anybody to go to because it's not their dog and they're not going to find the owner for you.
Oh, no, they're not.
But the policemen are there and know that it's coming. They report it to the higher authorities.
It is just, can you imagine? And I'm sure over time these dogs, they're not the mangy one no more. They've been eating. So they've been coming. And I mean, they show you the picture of her hand where the dog bite her because of course, she's trying to run them away and come on now.
That's so unfair to people coming to use something that they know that the public is going to use, and the policemen know that the dogs are coming there because they sit there and they see them and they know that they are there.
That's what I say too. They should
It's unfair.
So, we know that's not in their portfolio, but come on now.
Yes, because they know that, they watch them and see they come in every evening. And is not the first is not the first person those that they buy. They beat somebody already.
Yes.
Because they think that place is their home. So they should report it to somebody and get them out the way.
Of course.
Take them to shelters or whatever. If the people that own them cannot control them, then make animal control people take them and let somebody adopt them that can manage them.
I agree.
Okay, Lady D, I'm listening.
Blessings, okay.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that's Gloria calling in to give her, input on this. I think it's just wrong. And I would certainly not be having it with nobody, have their dog biting me and stuff. And I can't go get no compensation or anything. Come on now. You all need to stop. My pick of the week, so I just featured that. If you'd like to call, I'm going to be playing some more musical selections for you. But of course, the line is open to you, 914-600-4228. I have 3 news pick of the week. I gave you them just now. And of course, if you'd like to call and share your comments with me, the line is open just for you. Welcome everyone to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, and I would like to just say hello to those of you who have stopped by. Betty, say hi. Pat, say hi. Audrey, Gary, Gale. Hey Gary, Gary, you're getting this evening. I'm happy for you. Happy that you're getting this evening. So I want to say good evening. And those of you on Touch FM Radio 90.1, it's so nice that Tony still has me over there. Hey, Tony. And also Sign FM, good evening to you, Ricardo. Thank you for still having me over there as well. And to Linkage for still having me here. You've not fired me yet. Dex, your hero, I give you in trouble. I want to say hi to everyone, 104.5, 101.7. Let me get into some music for you right now. It's Monday, and I am feeling good. How about you?
she's still loving me. Though I've caused her so much pain, yeah. I've done my share of wrong, my share of wrong, time and time again. Yeah. Ooh-wee, she's still loving me. And I can't deny, oh no, 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 since she's been in my life, everything's been going fine. And I proudly to the world, yeah, she's mine, one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady. Oh no, no, she's mine, one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady. 'Cause she's truly mine, and most of what she does makes me feel so good inside. Tell the Lord inside, I said, oh, she's the right one for me. He made no mistake, and I say this with no apology. Gramps, won't you sing about your lady?
She's still loving me, yeah. Through all the trials and games, yeah. For I played around, still yet she held it down. Yeah, she did. She's still loving me, even though I made her cry. Oh Lord, caused her many sleepless nights. Oh, and I had to make it right. Oh Lord, 'cause she's mine,
one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady. No, 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 she's mine, one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady. 'Cause she's truly mine, and most of what she does makes me feel so good inside. Oh, 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 someone tell the Lord for me, He made no mistake, and I tell the world this with no apology. Hey, 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 hey. Play on, play on, play on, play on, play on. She's mine, one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady for no one. She's mine, one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady for no one. She's mine, one and only. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't gonna leave my lady for no one.
Boy, na na na.
There's no mistaking what I feel right now. No, sitting in your living room telling me what's it all about. My whole world has changed ever since you've been around. Tried to get myself together, but it's all upside down. What do you mean about maybe? Hey, you now, you might as well lock me up and cage me. Oh, I'm a man and I've got needs. and my needs you can't seem to see. If you got a heart, baby, won't you set me free? Yeah. Sweet music playing on a low, girl, it's so fantastic. But if you keep telling me no, I'm gonna make my own exit. And then I see you want me to stay. Now you keep on telling me no, then you want.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Pleasant good evening to you, Lady D, and to all the listeners and in the chat room. How are you?
Hey, Pat. Good. What's doing?
Oh, I'm just here. I'm listening to the show as usual, and I just wanted to give everybody else an opportunity to, get in on the conversation. So now no one is seems to be in conversation, so I figured I would give you a call.
Okay,
yes.
That's fine.
Of course. And I just received a notification on my phone wherein they're charging that young man, with 2 counts of murder. And you know something, Lady D, they should charge his mother too. His mother is a co-conspirator. She's the one who drove the car and drove him to the scene, and he had a gun, and she did not stop him from carrying out his action. So, in layman's terms, they tell us if you are with a party and whatever goes down, you're also an accessory to the crime. So let's see if they're going to arrest her, because she is part and parcel a co-conspirator.
Yes.
It is just so sad, and to see that we have someone who is supposed to be the head of our government, and here you're not hearing him, not a peek out of him, with this young man, because he's privileged. Now, you see the way he handled the situation with those young boys, in New York in Central Park. From the moment he got word of it, they're animals, lock them up. But, I'm just so disgusted and so fed up with him that, I don't even mention the name. I don't even want to hear him. I don't want to see him. That's just how frustrated I am, because, when you look up to someone who is a leader, who is supposed to have some integrity and have some values, and more so have some morals. And if an individual is not displaying those attributes, then, I just feel sorry for him. And what we have been saying and what we have been doing in actuality lately, we have been lifting up more prayers for him, so God will turn him around, because God is the one who raises up kings and he takes down kings. When we look in Daniel, we saw how powerful Nebuchadnezzar was, because the children of Israel said they wanted a king, and God had given them King Saul. And in the beginning, Saul was a good king until, he decided to show himself up. So now they got Nebuchadnezzar. And when Nebuchadnezzar saw the vast wealth that he acquired, he said, "Look at the great Babylon that I have built." Absolutely. And God had to, in order to humble him, God had to put him out in the wilderness for 7 years so he could eat grass like an animal. So what we ask God for, we just have to pray and ask the good Lord, because he knows why he's there. He's there for a reason. And for those of us who are spiritually connected, we realize, we see, what we can kind of predict what the outcome is going to be, but God has the final say so. God has the ultimate word. Right. So with what we see going on in society, if we don't have a leader who is exhibiting, integrity, then it goes to show that the morale, of people is at an all-time low now, People are going to do what they want to do, because there's a saying, monkey sees and monkey do. So that's what he's doing. That's how he's behaving. So they feel that it is okay. But we just have to keep praying for each other, you know, and just hope for the best.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay, and you're welcome. And as far as Usain Bolt is concerned, you know, I'm so frustrated because he's not a 2-year-old anymore. And we see Jamaica on the map. They were doing so progressively well, you know, avoiding this COVID, you know, rise. And here he is. This is supposed to be a guy with some kind of intelligence. And he's going to go to a party. I saw the videos with the party. And nobody there was wearing a mask. Everybody was just having a good old time. And look at the irresponsibility. He has a brand new baby. He has a baby and he's around this baby. I feel sorry for that baby. Because the baby has been exposed. If he is contaminated, who knows? You know? And this is the irresponsibility that we display. We just want to party and have a good time and not thinking about the repercussion. You know?
And that's very unfortunate.
It is. He put, you know, he's at risk. He's put the baby mama at risk, and he put the poor innocent baby who cannot fend for herself, put her at risk because he just wanted to be out there with his friends and have a good old time. My God, a moment of happiness for him can cause a lifetime of misery right now.
So now, you know, he's home, I'm sure, you know, he's under quarantine, so no baby, cool, nothing can.
So the baby, and this is what I'm saying, the baby will be on the quarantine with him right there in the environment as the poor baby will be, if she has been asymptomatic, now she can become symptomatic, and they say children are dying from the COVID. So you say to yourself, what's wrong with this man? Huh? Only because he is a party fiend, and this partying got him into trouble, you know, during the Olympics when he went to the hotel and be sleeping with those women. You know, he's very irresponsible.
Well, this has taught him something, and others in.
Well, let's see.
You know, his other friends.
Let's see.
I'm sure this.
Let's see if it's going to teach him, Lady B, because how soon we forget. Some people have very short-lived memories because he's not living for himself anymore. He's not a bachelor. He's a father now. Yes. He is a father. Any man can be a daddy, but he is a father now. He has to step up to the plate. My partying days, my frivolous behavior, I cannot bring those behaviors home anymore. I have to display some form of responsibility.
Well,
yes.
I tell you, this is the world we're in, and so, you know.
Oh yes, Lady B. Oh, it's a pity that some of us have to learn the hard way, you know? So, let's see, and let's hope for the best.
Absolutely. Good to hear you.
Oh, good to hear you too, Lady D. If I don't get a chance to call back, thanks again for bringing your platform into our homes. And at the end of the program, I pray that the Lord will pilot you home safely and bring you back next Monday, if it's His will, to start the process all over again. You have a wonderful evening, and thank your sponsors. I have not had a chance to go down to participate because I'm not really one for eating out, but just tell the sponsors we thank them and we appreciate them sponsoring you so you could be in our homes, okay?
Thank you. All right.
Okay, and hey up to Gloria, okay, and to Chris, and to, I think I heard Mr. Francis on earlier.
Hail me up.
Yes. Okay, Lady D. Have a blessed evening now. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Pat checking in on me, ensuring that I'm doing well. So thank you, Pat. I appreciate you. You're always there for us. And Gloria and Yam Lady, where is she? Last time she told me she can't hear me. I'm like, oh dear Lord, what happened now? But anyway, want to say hi to Audrey, who is to Audrey. So I have several Audrey. Well, no, not true. I have Audrey, Empress Audrey, and I have Audrey. So when I say hi to Audrey, she is a Touch FM radio audience and someone I know well. So hi, Audrey, I know you're there listening. And also want to say hello to, let me say hi to, let's see, to Lou. Hey, Lou. Lou says it's his birthday. So I'm going to say happy birthday, Lou. Says I dash him well. Oh, dear. That just don't even sound right. I don't dash with people. If there's anything I know I am is an in-touch person. I tend to keep in touch with people. Even if they don't keep in touch with me, not a biggie. But I'll call every now and again and say hi. Because I think that's important, don't you? Music.
There's no mistaking what I feel right now. No.
I like this one of Maxi. Set me free.
My whole world has changed. Yes.
Center stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect.
What do you mean about maybe? Hey, you now.
So happy birthday, Lou. And to my aunt May, Bodani, Old May, Claudia, Mavis, all kind of names.
To see if you got a heart, baby, won't you set me free? Yeah. Sweet music playing on a low, girl, it's so fantastic. But if you keep telling me no, I'm gonna make my own exit. And then I see you want me to stay. Now you keep on telling me no, then you wanna play around. But as I reach the door to make my exit, you keep calling me back. Girl, I can't take it. No. Hey, you now, you might as well lock me up and cage me. Oh, I'm a man and I've got needs. Yeah, my needs you can seem to see. Tell me what's going on and what's it all about. I know when, I know where, I know how to please a woman. And baby, I know every move and every button. I tried to take it easy, just the way you'd want me to. But I tell you, baby, you don't seem to feel the same as I do. All my advances, you're resisting. Access to your heart, area restricted. Whoa, what do you mean about maybe? Hey, you now, you might as well lock me up and cage me. Oh, I'm a man and I've got needs, and my needs you can't seem to see. If you got a heart, baby, won't you set me free? What do you mean about maybe? Hey, you now, you might as well lock me up and cage me. Oh, I'm a man and I've got needs, and my needs you can't seem to see. If you got a heart, baby, won't you set me free? What do you mean? What do you mean about maybe? Hey, you now, you might as well lock me up and cage me. Oh, understand where I'm coming from, baby. I know you're not blind, therefore dumb. What do you mean? What do you mean about maybe? Hey, you now, you might as well lock me up and cage me. Oh, I'm a man and I've got needs, and my needs you can't seem to see. If you got a heart, baby, won't you set me free?
Welcome back. If you're just joining me, my name is Denise. I love my name. Did I tell you? If you don't love your name, well, I can't help you. Although I thought I should have been named Victoria. That's a long story. Yeah, I thought they should have named me Victoria because I look like my dad. But anyway, that's not the case. But I love the name. And I hope that you're grateful for, where you have found yourself today. It might not be where you would have wanted to be, or, you know, circumstances have literally thrown you off course, but don't give up, okay? I can encourage you again not to give up. But I'm so happy that you have decided to spend some time with me this evening. And right now I'm just going to take you to a little comedy to kind of ease us out on a Thursday evening. I came across these people, I tell you, because I like a lot of different, you know, sites and so on, so I can get my information and blah, blah, blah. I came across this one here, so I want to share it with you because it is funny. And so here we go.
By me have an old test. He reached 60 years. Anybody here have 60 years? If you have 60 years, you're afraid to show. Pardon with the dark glasses, stand up. That's a man about 60. Give him a hand. Are you? Well, you're getting old very healthy, I can tell you. Well, when he got 60 years, he went to his wife. He said, honey, I am now 60. I don't have to work anymore. I have retired. Now, I quote in for you. He says, you see, from Sunday, I will be in church. While I was working, I couldn't go to church. Now that I'm free, I have made a resolution. Every Sunday, I'm going to church. What do you think about that, sweetheart? She hugged him up and kissed him. You couldn't make a better resolution. And he, Papa, in we village have something called Sunday clothes. You could only wear that on Sundays, eh? Baptist put on his Sunday clothes, Papa, Bible below him. Marching through the village in style, he going to church. If you see the man, they never see Baptist so well dressed. Everybody, hey, Baptist going to church, boy. He come back with half a face bust up. His wife say, what happened? What happened to you? Girl, people funny. What do you mean by people funny? You go to church, you come with half of your face bust up, you're telling me people funny? What do you mean by people funny? Explain to me. See, a girl sit down on my side. When she stand up to go for communion, she dress sticking and she bottom. But only woman know that does happen. Right? You say, I trying to be helpful, I pull it out. She say, you ain't know nothing about church. Do not interfere with the people clothes in the church. I say, well, I didn't know. 2 weeks later, he get better, he gone back to church. He come with the other side of his face bust up. The wife say, what happened now? What happened now? Girl, people funny. What you mean by people funny? The same woman sit down on my side, stand up to go for communion, and she dressed sticking and she bottom as usual. The fella out there pull it out. But I know she ain't like it, so I push it back. That enough? That enough? Well, I want to tell you, I feel very much at home. That's how my wife does tell me that enough. Well, I will give you one more story before I leave. just because you're such a receptive audience. Gentlemen, I know that you're making it, you're going to sell it, and I don't get a cent out of it. Give gentlemen a hand. I remember when his wife break his tail and leave him, take all the camera and all, because he had other woman in the camera, and she see the movie, but he was in it too. Anyway, gentle, I only heckling you. Don't worry, you're doing a good job. Yes, we did a show one night in a town called Montana. You all know about Montana? Well, you all Americans, you know that. You live here for some time. I mean, you travel around. Unlike you, when you are happy, we are happy. Just remember that it takes two of us to make this show. If I give a joke, you don't laugh, I feel very sad. So we share in this happiness. Because when I leave here, when I leave the stage and I go out there, I'll be celebrating just like you would be celebrating a good show. So the next morning after the show, all the boys, Oliver Samuel from Jamaica was with us in that show. I remember very, very clearly all the guys who were there. Paul Keynes Douglas was there. Tommy Joseph was there. Spangalang was there. Trevor Eastman from Barbados. And we decided to go over the road in the pub and celebrate a good show we had last night, Papa. And for the first time in my life, I see a real Indian chief. I see them in Carnival home. But this was a real Indian chief walking towards the pub, 2 buckets in his hand, 2 gun belt, and a cat under his arm. I watching this man. He walking, coming. So I move in way to give space to he. Because when I watching the bucket, the 2 buckets full of bullshit. Excuse my language. Excuse me language. I'm telling you what I see. He gone to the counter. Barman. Me big chief. Chief want whiskey. Clock, 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 clock. Clock, clock. Take out the gun, he shoot in the bucket. Bow, bow. Bullshit spread all over the place. He let go the cat, he run it down, he grab the cat, he put it back below here, man. American fellas stand up, well, we frightened like hell. The American fella said, what is all this commotion about? What are you trying to display here? He said, me big chief, white man get oil on chief land. No, chief live like white man. Drink whiskey, shoot shit and run pussy.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I am winding down 4 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock, and it is raining outside. Is it raining in your area? In your area? I don't know, but I know that it is raining where I am, and so I am kind of winding out now to say bye-bye, ta-ta to you. I remember as a child I used to say ta-ta. You still say it? I don't know. But, you know, there are just certain things that when you hear it, you just say, Lord, it takes you back to a certain time. So I want to say thanks to all those of you who spent the time to stick with me this evening here inside the zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, in the center stage segment. And starting next week, of course, I'll be going back into my interviews and so on, you know, and to get things rolling again just for you. Those of you who have always been listening, I thank you. And participating, I thank you. And to my sponsors, of course. Corey's Eats, 3762 Boston Road. Pat says she hasn't had a chance to go by, but those of you who you have the chance to go, please support them. Fried chicken, curry chicken, jerk chicken, no, jerk pork, fried fish, steam and brown stew fish, shrimp and fries, rasta pasta, a whole lot of pastries and stuff going on over there at Corey's Kitchen. All I can say, yum, 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 yum. Call them 347-947-9200. 347-947-9200. And as I'm about to close, I'd like to just say, remember, we are in a crisis, a pandemic. And while it may not have been like it was a month or two ago, believe you me, it hasn't gone anywhere. There are people who are still being diagnosed with it every day. And so I would like you to protect yourselves as I try to protect myself. I have to go to work. I have to talk to people. But we keep our masks on, right? So don't complain, because all we really want to do is just go back to the same old stuff that we used to do. No change. And it's some of these things that are still causing us to find ourselves in problems. We can't help but have a party. We can't help but do this and that. And all it is doing is just putting us in problems. But can I say, it's better to be safe than sorry. Thank you so much for joining me. And, you know, I just want to say thanks to Cooler Runnings Jamaican
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nereida Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
As always, I remind you to love yourselves, love your children, and remember, in everything that you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. Don't forget that. Whatever you're able to do, He has a hand in it. So love, love, love everybody. And thank you so much for sticking and staying with me this evening. And I am looking forward to being back on Monday to do it all over again for you with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. A lot of love. Mwah. I'm out of here.
someone you can talk